The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-zip. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
52 right here. Let's pick it up. It's out of time. Get off the field.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
Go, run.
But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll make our score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's make these babies cry all the way.
2nd and 9 now.
Let's make these babies cry all the way now.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen charging hard for that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, lock it. 36. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, Sam on. Go. Hey, Delta. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Hey, defense. You're out. He's coming. Now.
They'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Back 25 behind. Hey, come on now. Rush in.
Fournette, a first down carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mike, ready. Blue ready. Get that quarterback at all costs. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Watch twitch. Watch.
Fournette running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51. I'm trying to collect. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is Josh Lambo. He hit from 57 a year ago. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. The crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 2.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Set. 10 Tucson. 58 to Mike. Now. Don't say nothing. No. Rock it. Hey, Charlie.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Green, 15. 55. You can't block me. Mike 55.
Now Winston. Looking long for Westbrook. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
13-yard line.
Got it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Stop here, D. Hard. Get it.
They'll try the left side. Swift. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
5. 44. Yes, yes. 44.
In your face.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
18.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Zoo. Check 31. Check 31. Be careful.
They'll set up a throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 40-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
I think someone's going to get into QB10 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better.
Okay, ready?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Go.
I got motion. 44.
Gone.
44. Pick it up.
Go.
Joker.
Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Come on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
It's just me.
Fair.
It's just me and you.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Tighten up. It's run, fellas. It's run.
Down. 8. Read.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go.
A quick throw complete to Chark. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut him down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
Hey! Motion. Check.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
You got it.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Switch up. Check. On the ball. Go.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Hey. Check 3. Smooth.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58 is the mic. I'm coming. Hey, watch the edge.
Hey, Sam on. Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players than football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 3 29-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Ready. Black, what is that? Hey, let's get this,
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, easy. Let's go.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
2 times. Out. 3 down. Out. Wait. Check safety.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
52's the mic, boys. 52.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. With that run, double check my math. Yes, he has hit 8,000 career rushing yards.
And that's fantastic. That means he's now approaching the top 50 all-time rushers in NFL history. That means he just sped past Terrell Davis, who's in the Hall of Fame. And now he's just got to go ahead and be strong and run hard because he's chasing down Larry Zonka.
Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Run for Pollard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's where you belong.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun give to Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Doug Marrone can only shake his head. His guys are turned away, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
Ready, set.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Ready,
so the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch the screen. Ready.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going to fire one, deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and this, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that. But in fact, if anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Fournette, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And no, It's incomplete. It was Minka Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Look at me. Go on.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Here we go. Here we go. Slam.
X3. 218. Chopper. Snap.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Easy. Mike, 50, easy. 55.
It's our time.
Easy.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. They're not.
He's back to throw.
They still playing some. Not playing wrong.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
Check 55 to Mike.
6-man. Check curls.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. On the crossing route, complete. It's Black. And they work this out past the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Here's Winston. And, a pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Johnson was the intended receiver.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
30 base.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
5.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue.